What's going down, Niner Faithful? Welcome back to another video. I'm actually still kind of sick, so if it sounds like, I have I'm sure you guys can tell. I have a sinus infection, but, anyways, so I wanted to come on here really quick and do another NFL or a 49er free agent target video. I kind of started the series last video when I went over Landon Collins, and if the 49ers should sign him and whatnot. A lot of you guys aren't big fans of Landon Collins because we have Jaquiski Tartt. Jaquiski Tartt is a strong safety, and we could use a free safety. So guys like Earl Thomas, Tyrann Mathieu would fit, those portions, but Landon Collins is better than Jaquiski Tartt. Yes, Jaquiski Tartt's still very young. He really hasn't reached his peak, but I feel like this is what I don't want to happen. I'm the first to say, in my opinion, I think Jaquiski Tartt and Adrian Colbert aren't terrible safeties, but the only thing that I do not like about them is that they are injured prone. They have been injured prone, and they always seem to get injured. Last season, Adrian Colbert damn near broke his leg, and he got put on IR. And then I think Jaquiski Tartt had like a forearm injury. I don't even remember what Jaquiski Tartt had, but they seem to always get injured. And who knows? We could go out. We could get Tyrann Mathieu, one of the top safeties. I'm hoping Earl Thomas. I really want Earl Thomas. I wanted Earl Thomas since December when, I realized that he was not going to be a Seattle Seahawk anymore. I even made a video back in December, but kind of went on a rant right there. To me, though, Justin Houston was just released by the Kansas City Chiefs. He's 30 years old. He's been averaging 10 sacks per season in his 8-year NFL career so far. So every single season, he's averaged 10 sacks. Just this past season, he had 9 sacks. He's 30 years old. And there definitely are younger pass rushers on the market that we could go sign, but Justin Houston has it all. He's very versatile. And he's been one of the top edge rushers in the NFL for his whole career. But then you could go, 6 years younger, you could go get Dante Fowler. But should the 49ers sign Justin Houston in free agency? I mean, this is the thing. I think that Justin Houston could be the most affordable because I figured in my perspective or in my eyes, guys like Dante Fowler are probably going to want a max contract, and we could bring in Justin Houston for a 2-year deal, see how he does. And I still think Justin Houston's a very young player. I mean, he's only 30 years old. 30 years old as a passer is really not that old. I mean, he's coming off a 9-sack season, and that was the best. Obviously, DeForest Buckner had 12.5 sacks as a defensive tackle, but this is an edge, and Cassius Marsh is our only edge right now. And you put Justin Houston in there. He's obviously better than Cassius Marsh. So signing Justin Houston is not a bad idea. Personally, I would rather go younger and get Dante Fowler, but if you can't get Dante Fowler, you can look at Justin Houston because either way, I've been a big fan of Justin Houston while he's been on Kansas City, and the fact that a player can average 10 sacks for an 8-year career every single season, year in and year out, that's saying something. That's saying that Justin Houston's one of the top pass rushers in the NFL. So if Dante Fowler's not on the market, we can't get him. He gets signed again. I say the next best player you look at could be either Trey Flowers from the Patriots, who is also very versatile, but Justin Houston would probably be my second go-to for a pass rusher. And like I said, he is 30 years old. You can arguably say that's, getting up there in age, which it is. But if you're looking at it in a perspective of he's been averaging 10 sacks for his 8-year career every season, that's very good numbers. And he's a very versatile player. He's quick, he's strong, and he can get to the quarterback. So Justin Houston of the 49ers I'm all in it for me. if we can't go out and get Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler does not want to go to the 49ers, or he end up, getting signed somewhere else. I think the next player you look at is Justin Houston. Because really, as of right now, my mind is set on signing a pass rusher in free agency, whether that be Justin Houston, Dante Fowler, Trey Flowers, and then spending that number 2 overall pick on another need. But I say for this free agency, I don't even think, maybe you go trade for Antonio Brown, but at this point, I don't even think we should look at offensive players to sign in free agency, except for, interior offensive line. But other than that, I say we go full out on defense, because I don't want to have an outstanding offense like we have and then have a poor defense. We got to get defensive help. So by signing Justin Houston, what I really want to go down is sign Dante Fowler, C.J. Mosley, and Earl Thomas. That's probably not going to happen because, I think Dante Fowler, I could see Dante Fowler and C.J. Mosley happening, but Earl Thomas, I feel like he's going to be a Cowboy. We'll see what happens, though. Let me know what you guys think. But Justin Houston is an ideal fit for the Niners, and I don't. If we can't get our hands on Dante Fowler, I think Justin Houston could be an option out there. So Justin Houston to the 49ers could be a thing, but for me, it has to be if we cannot get Dante Fowler. I think Dante Fowler should be the first priority at getting an edge in free agency, because then you can use the second overall pick on a guy like Quinnen Williams. You could go out and get Greedy Williams. Everything could fit out perfectly if we could just get a pass rusher in free agency. But we'll see what happens.